I refuse to be a pessimist, but I ask that whoever I reach to witness the lived experiences, especially of these communities, to actually see what I see. I come from the highland regions of Kenya in a place called Iten. Where I grew up was quite a peaceful and secure place because we had plenty food supply, being that it was quite a forested area, so we had many trees surrounding our home, and my parents practiced agriculture as a way to supplement our income, and things were okay. Unfortunately, a lot has changed now. So one, the farmers living in this region have been faced with diminishing harvests, so it meant encroaching the forest and cutting down the trees. And also, a stream that cut across our farm has now dried up because of the climate crisis. Recently, we experienced hailstorms in a place called Muiben, and it looked like a little village in Europe during winter. And it covered acres and acres of wheat plantation. So that means that harvest for the year is ruined, and of course the farmers will take a hit on their investment. And what people don't realize is that one incident threatens the food security of the entire country. The northern part of Kenya experienced quite a prolonged drought, and I watched this news piece, and members of the community had come together to pray for the rains with their leaders present. And one of the residents said that they believe this is a curse, and so the prayers was meant to ask God to restore joy in their hearts. Can you imagine how they would feel knowing that it is actually big oil companies and countries that have developed off the back of fossil fuels? But on the flip side, I have also seen communities coming together and to build their own resilience through indigenous knowledge in order to adapt to the changing climate. And a good example I'd give is women in Busia and Bungoma in Western Kenya who have actually figured out a way to sustain food supply throughout the year through various non-machinery technologies. So when I attend big climate conferences like COP, it is actually a completely different world where voices with the real solutions are completely sidelined. And one thing that has kept me going is the fact that my parents always told us that, remember, you have a voice, you can speak up for yourself, and whatever you have to say, whether big or small, is actually important. And so I usually ask myself, who are they really speaking to? The people who need these solutions the most, the people who know exactly what they need, are left out of the room. I have seen both sides, and so my call to action, especially in these conversations that matter, is that these stories need to be transformational. These stories need to land in places that matter. These stories need to form the basis of conversations and decision making. And I also would love to put it out there that it doesn't stop at stories. We can make sure that communities are secure. We can ensure that money is flowing to those that need it the most in order to figure out how they now adapt to the new normal. Making sure that we are advocates for change. Yeah.